Okay, started and stopped. Now I'm going to get down to what I wanted to talk to you about originally, America. This is 11:09 a.m. Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. I was in North Utica, stayed at this Forest Preserve parking lot with a gazebo, under gazebo during torrential rainpour last night. I was blessed to be there. It was clear night as far as I was concerned. I just had a cigarette, and then I was gonna move along. And as I was moving along, it says, someone around. There are good elements to all institutions as well. There are good military men. There are good police. Because somebody made sure I just knew. It's going to rain bitterly. I looked at the time. There's torrential rain expected right now, right here. And within 15 minutes, I was camped for the night because this is going to last all night. It wasn't just Google, realizing, I think he's going to leave. That means the phone's going to get wet. That means I lose a cell. I lose a brain cell. Whoa, buddy, look at the sky. Come on, look at the sky. You gonna leave? On your bike? Are you an idiot? No, Utica, expected rain right now. Stay put. Thank you, Google. Your Google Maps in the Cerebral app sucks, and I can't fucking figure out where I am ever. But thanks for the meteorology. That was good, Google. Thank you. But I woke up. The gate was closed on this place. It looked like it hadn't been used for months. Hay on the grass, but it might have just been built and then not as yet used yet, along Starved Rock, but it's right along 71, so I pulled off to have a cigarette. But I wake up, and, a couple times there was just a looming car there, just waiting there when I'm there, which doesn't bother me. I know in the same way that some angel told me, I received this alert that, no, there's about rain right now, just as I'm about to leave. Those same angels often I'll find them near my stuff as though just to watch for it, because they know how liable it is that my stuff's gonna get fucked with. First of all, this parked at a Walmart just around a light pole. You could just either take the bags or take the bike, anything, but so I give everybody a lot of shit who has to hear these things. But I'm not so self-assured. Decent people have made me to see decency as well. No one will see the face of God and survive. The things they've done to my family, to everything I've loved, you have to see it as God passed he's already made his way gone. And now you're reconciling it the rest of your life. And these people have there's decency, I know that. And they watch my stuff. And it's going through this for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years without any sort of kindness. You might become like me, just this, but this hateful, wanting, hurting things. I hate the people that they've put around me, but I am not the violent one. I don't want to love anything the rest of my life because they are only these violent fucking things. It's that's what they want, is for you to just take that noble road. Oh, good. So he's not going to reproduce? Okay. They're an abomination. Need to control offspring through time. It's fucking insane. Sci-fi. So I wake up, there's a person just looming there, but so if they do, well, why weren't they there? I slept there alone, and it felt very alone, except a couple times then I realized I wasn't. I lay down on the table, and my eyes are now closed, and then you hear a distinct sound, which means the badgers make a tabernacle of badger skins. What do you think Moses was talking about? Do you think he's this divine thing that was the platform around which Jesus's grand monolith was built? You think he's just talking about the animal? The animal? Okay. Good. Okay, never mind. We're not talking about the same kind of divinity. You're thinking about this simplistic fucking PBS thing for kids. And I'm thinking about, no, this is a military fucking blueprint. This thing, these mosaic texts. This is a military, like, the 10 plagues. What do you think, like, the locusts, they're there, they just come and eat up all the money. Like, you just flood these places with these bombardments. I've watched it in action. These things. Felt like everybody's under pressure after a certain point. But then I get there and IDOT's there. This crew of IDOT guys. And they have a wood chipper. And there's just like, there's like 3 vehicles. 2 or 3 vehicles. 2 or 3 large trucks. I want to say there's at least 4 to 5 guys. I wouldn't say 6. Probably 4 to 5 guys. But 2 big, township trucks at least. That. Oh, she's a lady. It's okay. The women, if they stop and stare, that's okay. It's these men. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? Oh, he thinks he's so tough. No, I just know what kind of bitch fucking cowards you are. So they have to train their men how to come around me. It's fucking pathetic. They go to such length to, first of all, fuck up all the time. And be outwitted by me all the time, which just makes them look bad. So it's like, then the person who's running this place, he gets his little dick hurt because his institution now looks like an idiot because all it is employed by a bunch of henchmen, a bunch of goons, and that's everything this is. That's IDOT. Bunch of idiots. You can have parked next to me where I sleep with the wood chipper just to let me know. Maybe they were taking a shit at the porta potty. They took a little potty break, like a kindergarten class. They were all holding hands. Hold your buddy's hand. Hold your buddy's hand. You got your buddy? These fucking fat moron IDOT things. But they were there distinctly with the wood chipper, so that I see, hey, you keep talking. Maybe you end up with this wood chipper. If I feared that you, But again, you're sleeping out in the elements. You have no protection whatsoever. You are utterly vulnerable. That's what they want. To have Pimple Dick 1 through 5. I'm gonna put the video on there too. So IDOT's gonna come at this so hard. This is a very, very well-funded institution. It's a quasi-military institution. A bunch of fat males, a bunch of fat idiot slug males who are lazy. Yeah, they probably don't have all the conviction that it takes to have a ethic about them, let alone a moral soul. Are you fucking insane? Good lord, these fat, unfuckable, angry, just hateful things? Yeah. No, I'm sure of it. They treat their neighbor how they want to be treated. These fucking idiots. Ugh. IDOT is a very well-funded institution. They're not going to let... But, like, you will see on the video that I take, I'm, like, groggy, but I wake up and I see what they're doing with the wood chipper. Oh, I want you idiots to know, that's the first time a road crew has distinctly put themselves around me, and then I watch their men try to act nonchalant, like thinking, oh my God, are they going to use that on me? Are they going to use that on me? I'm sorry, I'll stop talking! Fuck you, you pimple dick fucking ugly unfuckable schmucks! Oh my God! Oh my fucking God! What? I don't give a... You fucking... Just eat shit! Can you please? Can you eat shit, you fat mongoloids, you fat white slugs? That's who my... It's been an international fuckfest. The Hindus were lately coming at me very hard. But I think they're AT&T. NBC Universal, oh boy. Oh God. They're all watching me through the It's great. I'm not getting into those things. Those are jokes. Those are jokes. Those are jokes. If they're not jokes, that's like reason to put somebody in a straitjacket. So I mean, I'm not violent, but I mean, what is to say? Who's to say that deviant behavior isn't dangerous when it's just thoughts? The great question in mental pathology: define for me insanity. It often just turns out to be non-conformity, difference, independence, uniqueness, doesn't fit the mold, thinks outside the box, insert not food in your fucking mouth, you fucking fat retards, insert knowledge there, but insert, line there, whatever paradigm they would put. But IDOT's there with the wood chipper. You'll see on this camera, this video, when I wake up and I see what they're now doing. The second I get this thing out, this band of fat, staunch, idiot, stern-faced, bearded, fucking unfuckable, dissexual, intersexual fucking genitalia, they scurry the fuck off. IDOT, eat shit, Illinois Department of Transportation. You had your fucking trucks there. I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what kind of a fucking fat moron crew you always employ. One fat contractor that gets like these $1 trillion fucking contracts that everybody can pay a bunch of retards to get almost nothing done for months and months and months, but deliberately cut off these vital throughways to make you frustrated so that Google can hear who's mad about it. Because if you're on their team, they're making sure it doesn't affect your day, and that's absolutely true. They can hear discontent. That's how also, like, I started talking in this white Grand Buick DeVille. I think it was a white Buick. It was a wonderful car. I loved it. I had it 6 months after moving in with my aunt. Bought it off some guy for $1,200. Right when I started working at the Holiday Inn Express in Oswego, Illinois, which later then after I left because they were so disgusting, like the things that they know that I've written about, they became the Oswego Hotel and then now the Marriott Hotel. 2 ownership changes in like a year to mask it on whatever tax thing might be looked at. And that's absolutely true. Anita Patel, she fucking spat on those poor girls who had Stockholm Syndrome simply to be employed. She fucking spat on them. Oh my God, the contempt. She had her fucking grimacing troll who, like Goober, tried to have sex with me and then made the workplace intolerable. Just like, if the maids, like, she would take it out on them because I'm friends with them. Disgusting. Every workplace I go to, the military brings things around. But IDOT, there with the wood chipper. You are clever ones, aren't you? Boy, I bet that half-baked scheme. I bet that took all night. I bet that took the combined energies, mental energies of how many of these dumb baboons to show them what he might be having to contend with. A bunch of things who couldn't catch me on a run or subdue me, all 4 of you, as one. I would whoop the shit out of one of you. I would outrun every one of you. The first ones that come near me gets his ass kicked. And then the next one who comes near me gets his ass kicked. You would have to have weapons, you idiots. I am just like so much more of a formidable and very, like, I would take a big guy's hand and bend his fucking finger back and I would win. I mean, my hand strength is more than these big guys. There was a guy who was like 6 something, did this football game with me, ripped that thing right out of me. He's like, holy shit, you got some forearms. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking, like the zoology of some sort of primate. Most of you have bovine zoology. Mine is more canine primate bear thing. It's just like a back muscle, trapezius, lats, we just flatter myself. Just this. Hey, LaSalle County. Hey, how are you? Hey, is that an official way to... Oh, you're saying things that we don't like. That is not the first time these idiots have deliberately put themselves around me. Not IDOT necessarily, except that maybe it is. Are they the ones sending all these Ezekiel cycles for years and years? It's all been IDOT, this evil empire. You were supposed to stop paying tollway taxes on many roads like 25 years ago, and it's just like it makes 88 a private road. A private road. The U.S. government lets there be a private road so they can charge $6, and like you can't get off it once on it if you there's no turnabout, there's nothing. You are paying that money and you can't have a license. You can't drive. To people like me, $6 in the past 10 to 12 years has never not been something I can just frivolously fuck off. That's how pathetic they make my life for the truth I tell. So like the worse they make your life, you know that they're making, they like, why don't they just kill you? There's already a lot of heat when I came back from Colorado, that's all I can say. With a felony for 1 pound of marijuana. LaSalle County let me sit on probation for 24 months. In the first 3 months of a 24-month probation. First of all, if my crime was so heinous, why aren't I in prison now? But the stupid probation program. If you fuck up again, you just U.S. this common law set by precedent. Is that the right one? Common law, civil law, whichever one is set by precedent. It's just this archaic bullshit way of judgment. Well, this one decided that we gotta go by precedent. If you can convince one guy. It's always that movie. We convinced it. We won because we convinced a human to be human. You're idiots, America. You are fucking retards, human beings. You are fucking retards. It is so frustrating to be a part of this fucking race. That's how shitty they make your life. So why don't they kill you? Because there was a lot of heat coming. LaSalle County. In the first 3 months, 24-month sentence, I signed 2 admission forms. Yes, I smoked marijuana. But if they make you take a piss test and you piss hot, you're automatically before a judge. If you sign an admission form, it's up to the discretion of your probation officer. She can do with it what you like. So they didn't take another one after that. So they let me sit on probation until the very last day of it, and then they pulled the rug out and sent me to prison for 9 months. No, he just has to learn. That's your average white police officer around here. He's just gonna have to learn. And then this fat woman, Amber Anderson, my probation officer, who did the sending, who sent a man to prison because her husband, she just married a fucking cop. So you know what kind of lowly fat slug progeny they're coming up with. This unfuckable thing fucks this unfuckable thing. They find each other at work and created this kid who now the other kids aren't going to be allowed. This kid's going to be a bully, but they're going to make him afraid if he gets picked on for being fat like his mom and dad. This used up thing marries this fucking this unfuckable thing now wearing a uniform and jewelry. And that's the truth. That was my first. I had a different one at first. I won't say her name. I liked her, but then they promoted her when she was under me, and then they put this other one who sent me to prison like that. You could just be human and I have already a college degree, but because you're in there and you still don't stop smoking, I'm unemployable. Everywhere I'm employed, they fucking send their crews around. While I was still a pending felon, I worked for Tovar, snow removal. If I could just find a way to publish it, I guess I should read Bound by Snow. And you will see what traumatizing things they do economically. You go find a job and have to go. And the very last job I've had at Elginex, which was called another name also. I forgot what it was. It went by 2 names. You can look it up online. Elginex, though. It's out of the Chicagoland suburb. What is that? Bellevue? No. Bellevue? No, I'm not sure. Bellevue. I don't know where that. Anyways, fat goober was committing mail fraud in my position, because I was a shipper, one of 2 employees of the whole place. Goober, who sat on her fat ass and did the sewing of ankle weights, and they had also some other medical equipment that was my job when orders came in to ship them out. Easy job, I was excellent at it. Never made a mistake until Goober got her hands on stuff and started committing fraud. And oh my God. And then she blackmailed me out of the job because I was smoking on my break. And, I know, maybe I'll have to. And like she would, even this fat idiot did the thing where she's bending over the thing and waving her fat ass. If a hot girl does it, that's awesome. If a 500-pound food bag with the teeth like a piranha and breath like a shit stinking July dumpster, if she does it, it's less hot. And when it costs you your job, it's like, fuck you, you fat idiot. I don't give a shit you lost your weakling son. It was because he looked like you. God did him a favor. God's like, nope. It was just when the kid got fucked, had sex for the first time. He was in a high. He was the best he will ever be. And God's like, nope, I love him. Give him to me. Took him right off the earth. But I'm the mean one. This idiot uses that pain in her past to then justify why she gets to be a fucking scumbag with these Yorkville scumbags. Yorkville, Illinois, where Dennis Hesterd hunted. Those scumbags, what a piece of shit. The officer, one of the officers, the one who flattered my ego, 200 IQ. Sure. Okay, yeah, well, what about it? He's gonna do my thinking for me. Okay. That same idiot, the night before, after I got discharged from the hospital after just being taken away by the entire Yorkville squad of police. There were 30 people out there. To get me into the ambulance, I wasn't resisting. But to just be there, when the neighbors, these disgusting neighbors, what they do. Cots and the other Air Force fucking pimple dick. On the other side. Oh, and then the Latin ones who watch in the window, and I watch them dive out of the way because I didn't turn on the light. I just looked out and I watched them watching in my window. They have the entire Yorkville squad there. One of them. So then I go to the hospital. They discharge me. There's nothing wrong with me. No, our evaluation, we can't keep you here. It's involuntary, and you're not schizophrenic. You're not a danger to anybody. They discharged me that night after like 2 hours. I walk back to Johanna's, and I call her, what the fuck? And they had this, and like she then calls the cops. This guy, okay, well, just call us with your clothes and we'll help. He wasn't saying you're restricted from the premises, because I wasn't. At the very least, one would think after 4 years you have some sort of squatter's rights, which he's never asked you to leave. You make a video about Eric Pimpledick Rakosi, and for some reason, fat, disgusting Johanna, who is an evil slug, and definitely not just wearing the ugliest disguise ever to behave incredibly ugly. Why it's mattered to her. But I mean, you'd think you'd have some sort of squatter's rights, but you don't. I had this big black Moor come in the next day alone. And then, hey, check the tapes on his thing. His voice is quivering by the end. This big black guy. Kendall County Sheriff's. Pearson. His voice, check his radio. If you could find the file. Why is his voice, have the digital signature looked at? You're the police, you have people that can do this. Why is his voice quivering around me? Because he heard one thing about me, and then he comes and serves this bullshit, and like I'm still an eloquent, composed, enunciating individual. I don't know why else, or because he knows that there's a fucking fuckfest going on and they might have got him to wear it. I don't know what it is. But why is he quivering? Listen to his voice, Kendall County. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Kendall County. Kendall County. Prove me wrong. But that same guy, okay, call us because I wasn't restricted from so they had that guy come the next day and say, you're officially restricted from the presence. They let me stay the night, and my aunt went somewhere else, but I'm like, no, this is her house. I'll leave if I have to. Like, no, you stay here tonight, the next night. And the next day, the big guy comes around and serves me the papers and then never calls me about my cat because it's just a cat, right? The idiot, whatever, Ludowitz, whatever his fucking name was. for LaSalle. I mean, no, Kendall County sheriffs. So it's like that's their dumb bullshit. This officer who would later flatter my dick the next day with a 200 IQ and try to convince me, doing my thinking, that I'm just paranoid. He's took it upon himself to try to explain away the AT&T episode. I don't know a single person's name, but apparently everybody knows me. Yeah, that's the conspiracy, morons. I know this. And that you're all involved. Even exactly as Jeremiah prophesied. But it shall go as Isaiah prophesied, because if you don't prophesy from that, well, then there is no light in that person. I get salvation, I get peace. He that prophesies peace, let him be the prophet. They want you to read from Revelations, which prophesies this great cataclysmic war, which shall not be. You don't prophesy from Revelations. He that taketh from this book or addeth to this book, he is cursed. He doesn't know what the fucking word means. You prophecy from Isaiah. He that prophesies not from this testimony is because there is no light in him. Luke means light. Luminous. That's the gospel of prophecy. John is distinct from the other three. John is like the reconciliation of, well, if you knew this guy, I mean, he's a pompous asshole. I am the way, I am this, I'm right, just like me. Yeah, goddamn, I know something about it. It's like but I mean, he is. That's why they come to their term, like Isaiah is of the Jew. Salvation is of the Jews. Isaiah was put there after Jesus. Well, then, if they negate that, well, then what is this that is written? How could then it be prophesied? Why would they prophesy about Galilee? How can is prophecy of no prophet arises out of look the scriptures. No prophet ariseth out of Galilee. Well, then what is this in the scriptures of Isaiah? Out of Galilee of the nations. So like, it's not that they didn't do their reading. They know the text. They're a bunch of lawyers, church lawyers, synagogue lawyers. The scribes and Pharisees. They added that after the fact. Jesus is the salvation. You prophecy from Jesus. Isaiah. But I mean, precept upon line upon line, precept upon precept. Jeremiah still prophesied perfectly of the locals around me. Jeremiah had to be there for years around these people committing these malfeasance around him, just like me. In Galilee of the nations, the people there saw great light. The people that sat in darkness saw great light. So just call us when you get there. Yep, I'll be sure to do that. And then they just show up in the morning. Johanna didn't even know I was there. And then, wouldn't you know it? IDOT with the wood chipper. You're a bunch of retards. You don't think I've seen enough of those kind of things? You telling me what you might do? You fucking fat cowards. Which of these? I want to see these fucking fat idiots at the bosses of all these road construction companies, which are keeping, you have to go through them. It's like dealing with fucking the gas companies, why you can't have solar energy, why you can't find solar powered things at Walmart, why you got to pay a huge amount for them. Why don't we just manufacture everything to be solar, every charger, everything, so at least half the time you're getting it for free, without any cost, without any emission. But America, you're just so shit stinking stupid, and your politicians are so shit stinking scummy. They are the shit they smell like. That's why they got to keep me homeless and poor, and I can't get my temperature up. And now that the looming winter, IRS won't release my money. You got to have it's a war on homelessness. You can't, it won't send you this, and you can't even have an appointment without a phone call that they take from my phone every time. One time I slipped it by them. I have an hour-long thing of me on the phone with this woman who didn't know certain aspects of the account that she's looking at. I had to tell her about how I got something from the IRS in the mail. Oh, it doesn't say that. Oh, no shit. The money changers tables, you mean they're scummy in the scummiest time of the scummiest people in the world? Oh, that's fucking surprising. But it's all because these, so IDOT, you're just the same worthless cowards. You are not going to scare a bunch of fat road crews are not going to scare me. You fucking idiots. Oh my God. But who else would scare you then? Well, really, these things can't scare one. You got the faith of the Lord. I mean, there's a lot of people that love what I say. So, I mean, the nation shall be confounded for all their strength. There's so much heat around me, the person is still going to wear it who kills me. They're trying to make it all just this intricate murder plot, and all of a sudden, poof, he's gone. They're so pathetic. This Illinois, this international, hey, these Hindus who own everything take the institutional money of that theology over there, and the same people that made the social statement by gang raping to death an 8-year-old little girl. They own everything, and they're the ones that have come up at me super hard at these end, and now I'm out of everything. They got me. LA Fitness in Naperville, these brown things, all they did was try to eat me. It was fucking disgusting, these fucking things. But if you say that,